I am about 2.5 years post-op gastric bypass surgery, and it has been the single greatest decision that I've made for myself. It has changed my life in immeasurable ways. Myself, my quality of life, how I think about myself, what I think I can do, the possibilities that are available to me now that weren't available to me when I was 266 pounds. But it certainly hasn't been easy. And you know, the first year after weight loss surgery, you're euphoric. You're losing, you're feeling really healthy, you're feeling really good, people are noticing, you're sort of going through this transformation, and that's difficult too because you're kind of figuring out who you are, coming to terms with losing food and the way that it's comforted you in your past, you know, having to deal with losing relationships or at least having them altered and all of that. So that's all hard, but it's also really, really new and novel, and you're experiencing life in a new way in this new body. So it's really wonderful. The year after my gastric bypass surgery was probably the single greatest year of my life, just because it was like I was born again. I had this new world of possibilities that I had not known for years, if ever, and so it was amazing. But then you start to stabilize your weight, and then you start living your life as this person in this new body, and your weight is no longer a huge concern for you, and so then other life problems start to creep up again, and you realize, you know, life isn't easy for anyone. Your body doesn't become perfect just because it's skinnier. A lot of people have to deal with loose skin and, you know, misshapen body parts, drooping behinds, flabby stomachs, flabby arms. That stuff doesn't go away just because you reach your goal weight. And, you know, it makes you feel self-conscious still, just in a different way than when you were bigger. My relationship to eating has really, really changed, obviously, since I was big, since my weight loss surgery, but in ways that I didn't anticipate. The major change for me was I don't really enjoy food that much anymore, and that was something that was really hard for me to take. Food was always such a big comfort for me, as with a lot of people, let alone a lot of large people. And after weight loss surgery, I mean, not only could I not eat like I could eat before, but my taste buds changed, my body responses to the foods changed, and I think just my enjoyment level of most foods just went way, way down, just drastically down. I mean, I say that 98% of foods I just flat out don't really enjoy at all. So food then became a really big chore to me. Eating became a chore. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like going shopping for foods. I never ever go out to eat anymore. I used to go out to eat 5-6 days a week. I loved to go out to eat with my friends and my family, and it was a really fun, enjoyable way for me to bond with them. Now I don't enjoy it anymore. I'd rather just sit at home and, you know, eat peanut butter crackers or something, or a piece of turkey or something, and it took a big chunk of my enjoyment of life away, you know. So that's really hard to take, and this past half of the year I became swamped with work, just overtook my whole life, and so feeding myself nutritionally and really paying attention to my health really took a back burner, and so I never really ate horrible foods or overate, but I would just not eat. I would just flat out be super busy, and it would be such a chore that to stop what I was doing, go eat, sit for 30 minutes, you know, let my body, you know, heat up the food, make the food, eat the food, whatever. All that took time out of my schedule. So I wouldn't want to do it, and then I wouldn't eat at all. And then, you know, an hour passed when I should have eaten, I would start to feel horrible. Dizzy and nauseous and shaky and sweaty, and then by that time I was too far gone, and I would know that I should have eaten, And at that point I'd eat, and then it would take another hour for me to even feel better, so for the food to give me, you know, whatever nutrients that I needed. I stopped drinking a lot of water. I stopped focusing on myself, and, you know, I regained some weight, and not a huge chunk of weight, went up a size, but enough to make me step back and really evaluate my priorities and really think that, oh yeah, this actually can happen. You know, you have weight loss surgery, people regain their weight. It happens, and now I understand why. You know, I've recently moved cities, and this is the very first time in my whole life where I'm meeting new people as this. You know, before, when I was losing surgery, they knew me as the 266-pound Erin. They didn't know me as the 155-pound Erin. They knew me as a person who used to be fat and who lost weight. The people that I'm meeting now don't know anything about my past as the fat girl. And so it's really interesting to see how people treat you differently. And this is something that I've learned. I keep relearning and remembering every time this comes up. But people that don't know that you used to be fat are very free with comments about fat people, very free about their own insecurities about their bodies and eating, because you don't represent to them anymore their fear. I'm by no means skinny, but I'm by no means fat either, and it's really this interesting thing to be just average. You blend in a different way. I remember one of the biggest realizations I had when I was heavy and then lost weight was that people were never mean to me when I was fat. I never, thank God, had a lot of bullying or antagonism because of my body. But what I did feel was ignored. People pass over you and they see through you as if you don't exist. But when you're not fat anymore, people look at you in the eye, people acknowledge that you exist, and it makes you realize just how people treat large people in our society. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a rant from me. So things that I've learned in the past year, my struggles. I'm getting back on track. I'm going to lose the 14 pounds that I gained, 10, 14 pounds, and refocus on my body, get back into the healthy state that I was, and even better. I still haven't reached my official goal, which was 146 pounds, and I would like to do that, and so I'm refocusing. So thanks for watching, y'all. I will post more as the summer continues. I'm going to post every week at least, updating on my weight. So I hope to see everybody soon. Bye.